Hi, and welcome back to Things That Make Us Go, hmm. Now, you may have been sitting here for the last week listening to me talking and thinking, that's all fine and dandy, Jen, but I have real problems. My problems aren't made of thought. And so I'm going to point to something here and I'm going to ask you to bear with me because I'll explain it. So, what I'm pointing to is we can never feel anything but our thinking, ever. There are no exceptions to this. This is true 100% of the time. Now, there can be situations that look like they're exceptions to this rule, but they're not exceptions. It's just that on some level, there's a misunderstanding about this particular thing. You probably could be very up close to it, have a lot of thinking about it, but it's not an exception. It's just that we haven't figured this one out yet. And me too. I still have plenty of areas in my life where things look outside in, but I know that it's not true. So today I've brought something along that I want to share with you, and I'm hoping it'll be helpful. Very professional drawing here called the ladder of consciousness. So I'm going to walk you through that. So basically, we as human beings are on this ladder of consciousness, and our state of mind or our mood just goes up and down all day long. And things will look different to us when we're in a low mood than they will when we're in a high mood. Now, this is just part of being human. We go up and down this ladder all day long. We can't control it. There's nothing for us to do about it, but we can understand it. So, for example, we can have any set of circumstances really, but I'm going to use the example of a screaming child. So, on this ladder of consciousness, we have a screaming child here, 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 and here, same screaming child. Um, Down here, the screaming child, when I'm in a low state of mind, when I'm in a low mood, then this looks like a real problem. I'm probably going to be feeling really stressed and anxious about it. I'm going to be worried about the child, thinking, oh my God, this is why she doesn't have any friends. This is why she has problems in school. I might be thinking I'm going to talk to the teacher, taking the child to the doctor. What if the child grows up like this? They never leave home, and on it goes. And that's just the type of thinking that shows up when we're in a low state of mind and we have no solutions to our problems. It looks like we're stuck here forever. And then our state of mind shifts and we have a little bit of a higher state of mind. Now we still have the screaming child, but this time still annoying, still might be stressing us out, still might think it's causing problems with friends and problems in school. But this, when we're in a little bit of a higher mood, a little bit of hope comes in, and it might occur to us to go and ask for help, to go and get some advice, and to do something practical about it. So it's a little bit different. And then when our state of mind shifts into a higher mood again, then we're looking at the child and it's not so much of a problem anymore. And you start to see that actually the child is hungry and that's why they're screaming. Or she just got out of the wrong side of the bed this morning and she's been in a bad mood all day. And, you just see what needs to be done, get on with what needs to be done, and then you have it sorted. And then in a really high state of mood, when you're in a really good mood yourself and the child is screaming, it mightn't look like a problem at all. And if it does look like a problem, you'll know exactly what to do because it'll be very obvious to you. So when you're faced with a screaming child and you're in a high state of mood, you might just give the child some love and attention and get on with your day, and that's the end of it. So the interesting thing about this is it's the same child. We're still dealing with the same child, but our state of mind and our mood is changing all the time. And as we start to get the hang of this, we start to see that actually life and circumstances are more neutral than we think. And that actually our state of mind and our thinking can actually create problems where they may not even exist. Now, as I say, we can't control this. We go up and down all day long and there's nothing for us to do. But when we understand it, it can help us. Because if we know that when we have a problem where we feel really bad, really stuck, it feels huge, we're thinking about it 24/7, with no solutions, we're asking everybody we meet to help us, then what that's showing us is that we're actually in a low state of mind or a low mood. And we don't have to indulge our thinking when we're in low states of mood. We can just be aware that that's what's happening. give it some time to pass, and know that when we're in a better state of mood, we'll have a different view of what's going on. And it's a bit like all boats rise with the tide. So this is life changing when you start to see it in action. And as I say, I still have loads of areas where it looks outside in, but I know that it's not true. And I know that when something looks like it's big and hairy and awful and here forever, that I'm in a low state of mood and that it'll look different when my state of mind changes. So I'm inviting you today to go and look and see where this might be true in your life. So till tomorrow, stay well, take care.